nothing. I just think some kind of way your job do say something about your childhood. Cause why? Of all the jobs people could pick. Side note, I don't know what a forklift driver says about their childhood. Truck
I
driver.
just said something.
they've been carrying the weight of others their whole life.
No, no. This I think a forklift driver is just incompetent in every way, and that makes him feel competent.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh my god!
I'm I'm dead.
Um, as a
I'm
former
dead.
as a former forklift driver, what the fuck?
I think you got into that field of work to feel like, oh, I'm doing the skilled labor. That's the most
I
incompetent thing
got
you could ever do.
I got
You,
picked.
you signed up for it. You did it. Did you do it or not? Like the fuck?
Yeah.
I was already working at this specific
Okay,
warehouse, and then they was like, "Oh,
let
T,
me
you
ask
want to
you
come do
this.
this?" And I was like,
Let
"Sure."
me ask you this. How long did you do that for?
Not long. I did it for maybe
Exactly.
yeah. It probably
See how you moved and elevated out of there? You know there's people that drive forklifts for 20, 30 years. What does that say about them? What does that say about you that you are a forklift driver for 20 fucking years? You're incompetent. That's my opinion about it. You could never do anything else. Like, what the fuck? You can't even read a label. Like, what the fuck? Do some other
What
shit.
about drivers? They just
Like
regular. Yeah.
like truck drivers. I do want my honest opinion. Are you a truck
No,
driver? I'm
I'm
asking
not.
because I
No, I'm
care.
not. I do not do. I do
Uh,
not do manual labor.
yeah, I think long haul. Mind you, I'm gonna differentiate between local and long haul truck drivers. Long haul truck drivers are serial killers, serial rapers, coke addicts.
That that
Short
kind of wraps
short
up.
trip, like local. I think they're more socialized to humanity's norms, but they still have the urge and the itch to be a serial killer, a serial
I
raper,
do have the itch
and
to
a
be a serial killer. So
yeah, and a coke addict. So I think if you drive local,
yeah.
yeah, you it's in your spirit somewhere. A local truck driver is better than a long haul, like on the road truck driver, but they still have the same urges and they still mix and mingle with the same group of peers. So they still could
What
be
time would
serial
you say
killers.
that you're at your house alone?
Hmm. Yeah, me personally, I'm never alone. I never have alone time. I'm always with someone. I'm always around people. But neither here nor there. Only a serial killer would ask that question.
Oh, we got people who want to take the quiz on stage.
Oh, what we got? Who we got on here?
What up,
Oh,
Shakira?
shout out to Bobby.
What up, Lava?
Hey y'all.
Hey, want to take the quiz?
Sure.
Okay, so the first question to establish the quiz is, what is your job or career?
My job is I'm a staff at the catering hall.
You're a staff at Cameron Hall, so like as a
Yes.
staff, what do you do?
Not like I serve the food and stuff like that.
At a catering hall.
Yeah, catering hall. Yeah, I just yeah, yeah. That's all I do
So, what made you choose that job?
because I like to help people and I like to guide people the best way I can. Yeah.
Okay, Kelly, what's the next question?
Oh, do you have long hours?
Yeah, I have totally long hours. Sometimes, sometimes like I work from like 6 in the morning to around 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow. And how long have you been doing this?
Shoot, for like almost 8 years now.
Hate it? You like it?
I say I don't like it like that. To be honest with you,
And then helping people, but you, and that's what you do is your job, but you don't like your job.
yeah, I don't like my job like that.
Okay, as I'm tabulating the results, it's given that you was hungry as a child.
Still hungry as a child.
It's given that you was hungry as a child, and so you enjoy feeding people, but you actually understand why you was hungry because you don't like the labor that goes into feeding people. How do you feel about those results?
I mean, that's fine with me. Yeah, it don't bother me.
Would you say that's accurate and stuff when you was coming up as a child?
No, not at all. To be honest, when I was younger, I never used to like food like that. To be honest with you, freaking spinach with cheese. Let me see.
Spinach with cheese.
Yeah,
So you never liked food growing up, but you grew up to make food for other people. Is that like, do you feel like people was forcing you to eat as a child?
yes, yes. Yeah, pretty much, but not
How
like
old
you
are
know.
you, Lava? And are
I'm
you a black
I'm
man? How
28.
old? Okay.
You said how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay. Okay. I respect that. Do you how do
Just
you feel
just
about the title, Lava? Do you feel like this your job is a result of your childhood? Do you agree or disagree with the title?
Yeah, I agree with it.
I appreciate your honesty, Lava, and thank you for taking the quiz. Shakira, would you like to take the
Thank you.
quiz? And what do you think about the title?
well, I was going to ask him like that's the only industry you've ever been in because you said you've been in that industry for 8 years and you're 28. So was that your first job ever?
Yeah, that was my first job.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take y'all quiz.
Okay, Deej.
What's up, Shakira? Shakira. I had to do it. I'm sorry. Uh,
Everybody does it. So
had to, it was a compulsion. I was compelled. Neither here nor
mhm.
there. What type of job do you work, Shakira?
I'm a full-time mom and a full-time caregiver of my father. He's disabled.
Okay. Do you like your job?
I love being a mother. Sometimes I need a break, but yeah, for the most part. And my dad is a disabled vet, so I have to deal with PTSD and all of that.
Okay. What do you think made you get into this line of work?
Um, Life, circumstances. Technically, I'm supposed to be an accountant. That's what my degree is in.
So what you're saying? Your degree is in accounting. Would you have chosen stay-at-home mom and caregiver if given the choice?
No, I would have actually pursued the line that I was going down. I love numbers.
Kelly, do you have any questions?
And how long did you say you was doing it?
I moved back to Georgia, what, 3 years ago? So the last 3 years, I've been my father's caregiver.
Okay, and before that, what was your career?
I was still pursuing my degree.
Yes, I've tabulated that. Actually, as far as the title goes, your job is a result of your childhood. It's given that you spent your childhood riddled with guilt, and so now you're trying to absolve yourself of the guilt through caring for people, but you really don't want to do that. So I think there's some childhood trauma involved in that. Like, you're doing it and you're probably really good at it. Like, taking care of the kids, taking care of your dad, but it's just a guilt to feel like if you didn't do it, who would do it? And I think that is directly some kind of way. I don't know your childhood. It's tied into that.
Well, I will say this: there is nobody else that's gonna take care of my dad. So if I don't do it, who is gonna do it is correct. And I wouldn't say childhood trauma. I took care of my grandma up until her last days. So, and I didn't feel guilty about any of it.
No, it's a point of pride for you, but it's a the reason why you would not say no is the guilt. That's what I'm
So
saying.
plan is if I didn't hold on for if I didn't do it, then I would feel guilty because I'm not doing it.
Putting themselves first and saying no, I can't do this, like boundaries type shit. That's part of somewhere in your childhood. That's it's coming from that. And to say that that's your job, but that's not the job you really want, it makes it even more like you're only doing it from. Mind you, I'm a person that grew up a lot of guilt. I understand the guilt burden. It's heavy. Like, oh, if I don't do this, nobody else will. If I don't do this, I'm a bad person. Like, so I understand that. But that's your job now, and that's the result of your childhood. I'm not. I didn't say the word trauma, so you threw that in there. I didn't throw
It's
that.
crazy. You know what's crazy is with you reading it that way. Technically, as a kid, I took care of my great grandma. Then I took care of my grandma, all of them until they died, and now I'm taking care of my dad.
Did you ever feel like anybody took care of you? Or how you felt you should be taken care of or wanted to be taken care of?
No, I fed myself. I took care of myself. I was at home alone a lot as a kid.
Would it be fair to say you're possibly doing now for people what you wish somebody did for you?
I can see that argument. Yeah.
I think we all kind of do that in a way. But yeah, I appreciate you being transparent, Shakira.
I love y'all. So
Going at any point, so I'm down. But Q, what's your thoughts? What's your job? Do you want to take the quiz?
Yeah, I can take it.
Okay, go ahead, DJ.
I'm here. So, Q, what do you do for a living?
I'm also
Long haul.
l- regional. Yeah, I guess you could say long
Long
haul,
haul or
uh,
local?
regional. So I don't do all 48. I do a radius of 800
Okay,
miles.
but you don't be home
And
at the end of the day.
no, I'm not at the crib. And the second job is I'm a landlord. Um, I got two tenants right here now looking up in my face like I'm crazy. And then I work also at the medical examiner's office.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a lot. Do you like your jobs?
Love them.
This nigga Q is Dexter Morgan.
That was
What made you get into truck driving?
Uh, my old man, when I was a kid, he used to say stuff to me like, "You want a job that that's recession proof, that's gonna always be needed." So, following his mindset caused me to think about what I can do that no one else would want to do. But truck driving has changed since 2008 up until now. So I've been driving almost 20 years, and it's worked out for me.
Would you say you do the job for the money or that it's actually does like gives you some fulfillment?
I do it for the consistency. It's a it's one of those things. Either you had a family and not the money, or you had the money and not the family. And I've been able to accomplish things with this. But I know that for me, it's all normal, but for a lot of people, it's intolerable.
Okay, Kelly, you have any questions?
No. That is that enough? If not, then I'll ask some more.
I would only ask if he feels like he's sacrificing.
Uh, no, I think it's sacrificing myself, possibly. There's something in me that just feels like I have to give back to people, and even when it comes to family, like somebody got to do it. And I come from a family where it's not a lot of things that is there, and I'm one of the first people in this generation in my family to do some of the things that I've done and been able to do things for some people in the family, but then becomes a point to where you don't want to do it because you find out that people just want the handout. So what I deal with on a day-to-day basis, from family to friends, I notice that my circle of people is very small. And then when I start comparing, their sacrifices to mine, there's some similarities there. But there's some people that's happy doing what they do, then there's some people that's not. All of my friends that are landlords, they're a lot further ahead in life than I am. And definitely all of my friends that work in the medical field that's on the medical examiner side of the world, of the wealth pole, they're millionaires. So even their lives, I would say, is something totally different. When it comes to truck driving, not too many of them are married. So There is sacrifices there if that's what you want. If you find excuses to not do something because you want something else, then your life is exactly where you want it to be. So you can't complain about when you don't have something because you don't want to put the work in to get it. But when you put the work in to get it, you tend to hold on to it and it's like F everybody else, if that makes sense.
Honestly, after listening to your responses to the questions, I think that as a truck driver, even as a landlord, and describing yourself in that way, I think that the job you've chosen, the truck driving aspect of your job, perhaps even the landlord thing would speak to something else, but the truck driving thing I think is most likely speaking to running away. So to say like, oh, I'm sacrificing, I'm leaving to do better for everybody, you really are just running away from everything. And the landlord aspect of your career that you've positioned yourself as is more so speaking to like having control but not being in control, if that makes sense. So I think that the truck driving part is, you know, it's the getaway. It's to not be fully present all the time. But the landlord thing is to still be like, I'm not fully present, but I'm still in control. How do you feel about that assessment?
I would say there's some truth there. Being present and having presence is two different things. You know, and it just comes with the territory. Like I could do something local and be home every day, but it wears down the body. You know, when you're doing long haul, you got some drivers out there that are gone weeks at a time, months, people living in their trucks. And you got the guys like myself that's doing 1 to 2 weeks at a time. I'm only doing one. And my life is a constant rotation of work. But even if I wasn't a truck driver, I would find something else. I know I got a list of jobs that are recession proof that requires just as much time away from home out of a 24-hour workday. So if you take a 24-hour day and you break it down, there's some jobs out there that have me gone for 12 to 16 hours out of the day that are recession proof. And that's just as bad as being a truck driver because you only got a handful of hours at the house to handle whatever you got from wife to kids to bills, etc. So it all depends.
Q, let me ask you before we go on to R. Would you say that in your childhood you felt like confined or like you had to always be present or show up for everyone? And now, being as you chose to be a truck driver, you have more freedom?
Uh, no, yes and no, yes and no. My childhood, I was raised by my grandparents. My grandmother being my old lady, and my grandfather being my old man. So, um, I I just watched them be able to do things for all of their children, including myself, that I don't see happening today. So it is um, that I think that does play a part on it, a huge part on it.
Okay, I appreciate your transparency, Q. AR, what's your current job, and do you want to take the quiz?
Thank you, guys. I like this room. I like this room. I like the productivity. Job talking, psychology. Psychoanalysis. Yeah, I just like the stories. Thank you. I just listen, and I think everyone is doing good work. Thank you. Yes, engineer. By the way,
Okay, what type of engineer, AR?
telecommunications. Before I was a structural engineer, and then I moved into fiber optic. I did Cisco training. I did my CCNA, and then I become a splicer and copper. And then I started to do, network topology, fixing, this kind of job, warehouse, building data centers, cabling, all of this. And slowly work my way up the ladder, and it's way easier than working in the construction. It's cleaner. You're just dealing with the copper. You build the network. You learn how the internet you work. So it's easier for the labor intensive, and for me, it's a more mentally easy job. And yes, that's the benefits.
So would you say your job is in like connecting things, connectivity? That's how you feel about your job?
Yes, in terms of the ISO and structure, I'm level 2, level 1, level 3. So I'm doing all of the physical layer, the cabling, the setup of to the initial connection to the internet service provider. So I'm doing all of this for the projects, and our team would mainly do Cisco cloud-based this kind of infrastructure, and we hand over the service to the final customer. And this is the work that we
Thank
do.
you. Thank you for that. Kelly, do you have any
Yes,
questions?
How long
yes.
have you been doing that?
So I've been doing this work now 4 years. I did before, as I say, structural engineering, but it's very dirty job. You're always on the site, total station, all of this kind of
How old are
tools.
you?
Me, I'm 33. I'm the age of, 33. So yes.
And have you ever felt a disconnect with your family members?
No, 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 no. Big family, Alhamdulillah, we are very good. God is giving blessings. No disconnect, none of these things. We only connect until we die. Thank you, thank you.
Do you have enough to tabulate, DJ?
I think that his job is giving him some feeling of superiority when really it's just expressing that he's always been connected and he's connected, so he wants the other people to be connected. And level 3, level 1, level 2 connectivity through his job, it it helps him to feel like he's connecting the world. And so I think that's part of his childhood, is feeling connected. Alhamdulillah.
Wow, wow, your psychoanalysis is very interesting. Alhamdulillah, you are interesting character because you are like a mystic predictor. But look, my job, I don't want to work, to be honest with you. I want to be a shepherd. My next job is going to be a shepherd. I'm collecting sheep now. So yes, this is the future plan, to accumulate sheep and to retire as a shepherd. But I'm the lazy type, because now I have a big belly. I'm trying to do less activity.
Accumulate a ship to become a shepherd?
I want to be shepherd. Because I want to become shepherd, I can walk more and then chase my sheep, accumulate sheep. This is my future retirement plan.
Wait, so you
I
want to
don't
be
want to
on a
work
boat
corporate.
or you. Wait,
No, no,
you have
I
a.
don't want to be on a boat. I don't want to be on a boat. You
Well,
can't
you
have
said
boat on the ship.
accumulate ship, so that's why we thought
No,
that.
no, sheep.
He
S
said
H E
no. He
E.
said sheep, sheep.
I was like, you
Yes,
want to be
They
a
sheep.
sound like
shepherd on a
Yes,
Yeah.
ship?
yes.
I was like, what?
yeah,
Shepherd on
it
a
was.
ship.
I heard it too. So
Yes, I think the dictionary is required.
He said he wants to accumulate sheep so he
I
could be a
got
shepherd.
you.
But I,
Oh, that's possible.
Bro. Look at itself.
Okay, yes. Maybe if I'm shipping the sheep, you see the shipping the sheep, that made you laugh, huh?
The transparency, are we appreciate you. Kaz, do you want to take the quiz?
Sure. What is it?
So the quiz is basically like your job is a result of your childhood some way that you've chosen this job. What do you do for a living, Cass?
I'm a biomedical technician. Oh, eh, 18 years, I think, just about.
The next question is like what made you get into that line of work, that field of work?
I like tinkering with things, taking things apart, putting them back together. And I also wanted to help people, but I did not want to touch patients because I thought it was gross.
Okay, wow. Kelly, do you have any questions?
Yes. Do you love what you do?
Oh, love hate. I'm getting over it, but yeah, because I never have to do the same thing. What is it called? I don't do the same thing twice. Although I do have repeated patterns.
Gotcha. And I know you said you've been doing it for 18 years. Was this your first job?
Basically, this is all I've ever done.
Yeah, I think that your job being a result of your childhood is a search for stability, a search for control and stability. How do you feel about that result?
I can see that. I can see that. I do like to control people. I'm an Aries, and I do enjoy stability because I want things that are, I like stable stuff. I like benefits. I like all that. That's why I don't like run around and go work for big manufacturing companies. So I can see that.
Do you feel like, and this is just a personal question that I'm asking, do you feel like growing up, like you didn't have any control or you didn't have any stability, or is it something that you always had and you just express it now as a grown up?
I think I've always had stability. But control. Well, I'm the oldest of a lot of kids, so I always had to be in control of like the little kids. You know what I'm saying?
To me that makes sense. What you think, Kelly? That makes sense to me.
Makes sense to me too. I was gonna ask, did you you said you had control when it came to the kids, but do you feel like you had control of your own life if you was the oldest and expected to do so much, like had so many expectations?
Mm, I say no because my mother used money to try to control me. Because they had quite a bit of it. So I guess it was a way of getting my control back.
I respect that. And last question, was you in the same like household, same environment growing up your whole childhood, or did you move around a lot?
Uh, I mean, we pretty much lived in the same city, but we did upgrade homes, if that's what you mean.
Yeah. So when you moved, like did that give you like a feeling of instability at all when you was a kid?
No, we just went. I mean, my mom always lived in houses, so I mean, we just went to from one house to another house. Not really. I wouldn't call it unstable or unstable, but I was taught that if you want nice things, you do things to get stability. Does that make sense?
No, I got you. So when I say stability, I mean more so like consistency. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you have like, this is my house. This is the tree where I bury my dog. This is the da, 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 and then that changes. You get what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now this is my house. This is where I have my growth chart. This is where, and then that changes. You get what I'm saying? It's like a
No, we didn't move around that much. We just like the more kids we got, the bigger the houses got.
gotcha, gotcha. Okay.
So as we took on like, because my family is super blended, so it was just you would just need a bigger house for all the kids.
Being transparent, I appreciate you sharing.
That was fun. Thank you. I like these rooms. They're positive. I take this over the relationship room any day. So I joined your
Yay. Well,
room,
don't get
your
too
house.
excited because we do some of that bullshit too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we
Okay.
we about to
Long
we
as
about to
there's
do it
a
right.
mix.
No, we about to do it right now. But you're right.
Okay.
Balance.
Makes more sense. Thank you.
We done with the positive stuff.
Bruce.
Who is Bruce?
We done, Kelly.
Wait,
We done.
Kelly,
We
who is
done.
Bruce? You know, y'all know Bruce?
Ooh, I'm about to
We're gonna
get
get
it
to you,
done.
Bruce. You just wait one second.
I
He's
feel like
Okay.
kind of
I've
funny
All
ran.
right.
headed.
I feel like I've ran across Bruce once or twice.
No, you have. You definitely
Oh,
have.
okay.
Yeah, y'all don't know me. Y'all. No, y'all know me.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Kelly, you do.
Okay,
You
we're gonna
definitely
get to
do.
you next. We're gonna go to Randy first.
Hmm.
Randy, would you like to take the quiz?
Yes, hi.
Well, how you doing, Randy? I quick question. The title is "Your job is the result of your childhood." What is your job or career?
Okay, this is gonna be you're gonna psychoanalyze me really easy here. I am I've been a substitute math, science, English teacher, and African American
Uh
literature
oh.
teacher for many years. Also, I drive over the road OTR reefer truck. So my mother was a retired school teacher and my dad is a was a traveling salesman. So I kind of got a little bit of each going on here.
Substitute teacher and a long haul truck driver.
Yes, I am.
I don't know.
Yes, I do.
To be a substitute teacher.
Honestly, I think what it was is I was trying to follow in my mother's footsteps. She's been a teacher. She was retired about 4 years ago. Um, I guess I wanted to be a little different than my mother. She was kind of mean, even though she was nice to the kids. She was just mean to me, and I always thought that maybe if I could teach or be around the children, how can I say this? I wanted to be more of a oh god, I don't know how to say this.
Say it blunt.
I didn't want to be a bitch. I'll put it like that. My mom was a bitch. And I wanted to be the teacher, have the teacher like she was the I'm not explaining, I'm not articulating this very well here.
You
Um
wanted to be the nicer version of her.
there you go. That's simplest, yeah, simple terms. The nicer version of her, yes. And I wanted the kids, I wanted to be able to teach the kids and have them, look up to me at the same time. I don't know how to explain this. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
wait.
Just
So here's what's
psychoanalyze me. I don't know. Just ask me some questions.
Really quickly, I have one more question. Do you
Hmm.
have any children of your own?
Yes, I have twin boys.
On the road truck driver, and you have twin boys. How do you feel about this occupation?
The truck driving, I adore it. I love it so much because I have the freedom. I make the good money. Um, the teaching, it's like a love hate relationship going on there because I teach alternative kids,
Right.
alternative high school kids. They're difficult. I do get a sense of accomplishment when I see them, excel, or they pass my class and they go to the next level. It feels great to see that. I feels great when they appreciate me. I don't feel great when I'm pencils and books are thrown at me. That does happen often. So I guess what that's why I chose the substitute instead of being hired on. I kind of can, okay, um, put on a schedule where I don't want to work this week and go drive truck for that week, like I'm doing now. I've been out for like 3 weeks now on the road. I love it.
Would you say that you consider yourself like to have been a good kid, or would you say that you like you based on your own perception? Do you think you was a bad kid?
I think I was a very good child. The thing is, I was adopted by a German family, and being a woman was kind of difficult. Um, they didn't understand me, the racism I went through because I was the only woman of color, period, in the whole community for 18 years. So my parents, they were the upper class, had money. Well, my dad was the breadwinner. Actually, my mother was just a school teacher. And so it was kind of like I had to be like Miss Perfect, or I was gonna go get my ass whooped. It's pretty much, they didn't understand the racism. They thought because they had the money that everybody would bow down to them, and it wasn't like that. So I mean, I went through a lot.
I think that you are a truck driver because you want to run away. I think all truck drivers want to run away and get away. And I think that maybe the school teacher thing, the substitute teacher thing, is a performative exorcism of control, exercise of control. Like, I think you hate kids. And I think you hated your childhood and you hate kids. Have you ever considered that?
No, I love kids. I That's why I guess I teach the alternative type of kids.
And I think that you hated your childhood and that is playing out in your um substitute teacher, like not committing to teaching kids. You're just around them and then saying like, "Oh, I don't really like it." I think you hate kids. And it's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging you if you do. But I think some people place themselves in a position of power with kids, but also they hate kids. And I think if you hated your childhood, you probably would hate kids. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's
Mm,
nothing wrong with that. That's a thing that we should all consider. Do I love kids? Do I hate kids? Uh, it's something we should all consider. But
I wanted,
that's just my take. Kelly, what do you think about it?
Yeah,
yeah,
one second,
before,
AR. 1 second, AR.
thank you. I
But
wanted
no,
to,
just you're a teacher, so just from a logical standpoint, right? As far as what DJ's saying, if you ask yourself, like, I don't think anybody in this world would love things being thrown at them, right? Would love being disrespected, and I know because I was a kid, even, and I wasn't in an alternative school, but I know how we treat the substitute opposed to how we treat our actual regular teacher, right? So to say you love experiencing that type of behavior, and I don't I don't think that's a fair statement.
no, I didn't say I love that type of behavior. No, not at all. Of
No,
course
and
not.
so
I guess I'd like to see them exceed, and excel.
no, and I
When
got that.
I
I
get a
respect that. So it would be fair to say you love to see like people or children succeed. That's a fair statement. But what about like do you challenge yourself or to experience like if you could be kind to the worst of kids it kind of proves in your mind that your parents had no reason to treat you the way that they did. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, I would think that's fair. That sounds more like it. Not that I hate kids, so that's total false statement there.
Mm. Randy, I don't think you hate kids. I personally think you're trying to do the best you can. Big up to you as an orphan, as an adopted person, to do what you're doing, raised by Caucasian people. I think is very good. And you have to give like positive outlook to the people. So I think, me personally, you're a very beautiful looking lady. And the best of luck to you. Sometimes you have to do multiple skill sets. So for truck driver, you are the new evolution. Nice lady like you driving the truck. Very nice, very good. So I would say, in my opinion, it's good to have multiple trades because you never know the condition of the world. So be flexible. Even me, I have multiple skill sets. So it's good for the brain to be, elastic and have multiple avenues, learn different skill sets. So I think a psychoanalysis sometimes can be a bit negative, but you don't let anyone tell you anything otherwise. Remain as you are and look for the best for the future. Blessings.
Yes, I appreciate you, Art. I do have one last question though,
Okay.
and this is like a hypothetical for Randy. Like, let's say your twin boys, they're now 30 years old, and they sit down with an interviewer, and the interviewer says, "What are your thoughts on your mother?" What do you think they'll say?
Goodness, it's hard to say because one's nothing but a dope. Oh my god, they were raised by their dad, so and their dad passed away like 7 months ago. Um,
Sorry about that.
yeah, he was an asshole, but went to the funeral because of the boys. Other than that, I would have never went. Um, I really can't say. I mean, my boys always say, "Mom, you're the coolest mom," but then they'll call me, beg me for monies, bring them groceries over. I do it. Then I not hear from them for a few months. Next time I get a call, it's the same situation. So it's
So do
I
you
don't I
think
really don't
that
know.
do you think that it's because you were absent that they don't have that personal relationship with you? Because I was going to ask you, was it a natural birth or did you adopt them or was it something else?
No, they're my boys. Definitely
Okay.
natural. I don't know if you can see, but I have a picture with them on one of my photos on here. So it's hard to say. I mean, one, is a little closer to me than the other, of course. One steered the wrong way. The other one just got out the Marines. It's hard to say. I honestly don't even know. They tell me I'm the coolest mom and everything, and they talk to me. They talk to me more like I'm their friend than I'm their mother. I was the one that paid the child support. Their dad had the custody of the children, of the boys. I paid the child support. Um, I don't
Isn't it
know. I
fair to
can't.
say though that like you deal with kids in like doses or like you know what I mean? Like it's not a all the time day in day out thing. You just kids in general, from being a substitute teacher to dealing with your kids. And mind you, I'm trying to be like as gentle as possible saying this, but you it's not a all the time thing because all the time is just like it probably feels like overwhelming or like too much.
For as far as the teaching part or my
Well,
kids in
dealing
general.
with kids in general.
Oh yeah, dealing with kids in general. Overall, I mean, I had took on a teaching job, a permanent one, and yeah, I had a desk thrown at me. Wow, because I wasn't being hard enough, and I should have been. Um, but yeah, oh my goodness, I don't even know how to answer that honestly.
It's okay. And sometimes you don't have to answer the question. It's just a
No, I just yeah.
contemplative. It's just a contemplative moment, right?
Yeah,
Something.
so yeah, right. You know what? I did. When I did get
Yeah.
that full time teaching position, I had to kind of like back off of it because it just was not something that I really wanted to do full time. So, like I said, when that's why I'm back driving truck because yeah, the kids are just out of control, and at this point in my life, I can't handle them. I'm older. I'm up there more in age now, and I don't want to tolerate the attitude anymore. So now I'm full time over the road driving, and I'm enjoying it. I have the freedom. I still make I make way more money than I was when I was teaching. Um,
Do you
Oh,
experience any kids?
Randy.
Oh, sorry.
I,
Go ahead,
I
Sean.
I
just want
was
to
gonna
say this.
say,
I just
Randy.
want to say this
Oh,
real quick. Diabolical. I know you want to speak. I just want to say this really quickly. I did say earlier that Randy hates kids and hated her childhood, and I'm standing on that. And I just feel like the sooner we can accept that the shit that we hate, the sooner we can move past it and not let it disturb us so much. But I'm standing on those facts because the choices in your career is either one, dealing with the most difficult group of children, which is special needs children,
mhm,
a substitute, which means you're not even doing the daily work of years in, years out, dealing with these children. You're just popping in and popping out of extremely difficult children and then judging them and then saying, "Oh, my even my own children, I I was not present." I'm not judging you at all cuz that's not my place. I'm not Jesus. But I just think that you should take into account that maybe it's possible that you hate children and you hate childhood and you hated your childhood, and that's okay. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like it's wrong if you don't acknowledge that and you continue to go forth in people's lives and say that's not real, that's not me, when that's really what I'm hearing. The truck driver thing is giving I need to run away, and I feel like that about most truck drivers. I haven't met very many women truck drivers, only a few, maybe like three I can count, and you would be the third. Um, they're running away from something. They don't want to deal with something. All men truck drivers are running away from something. They don't want to deal with something. Whether it's their kids, whether it's their relationships, whatever it is, they're not dealing with that. They're running away by getting in their truck and they can go on the road. They're gone. You don't see them. When you see them, it's a happy moment. Oh, look at me. Celebrate me. I came back. I'm back off the road. I have money now. That's what truck drivers do. So for a person to say I'm a substitute teacher of special needs children, but also I am a truck driver, that's kind of crazy. Like I don't think you have any commitment or like dedication to children, even your own children. I'm not judging you. I'm just stating the facts, what I heard. And it's just like, you hate kids. I said that. It's okay to say I hate kids.
I'm not going to
It's
say that. That's wrong because that's not
but
true.
it's okay to say that.
I'm not going to because that's
I think
wrong.
I think I think I think morally you feel like it's wrong to say that, but I think morally it's wrong to say you love kids when you really hate kids and then be around kids. I think there's some morality in the lie. Like we have to look at the morality of the lie versus the morality of the truth. A person that says I hate kids and I don't like kids
Mm.
and I don't value that experience as my childhood and their childhood, that's better. That's actually better than to say I love kids, but also I hate everything that I've ever experienced with kids. I don't actually want to be around kids. Like I think there's a immorality in the lie than the truth. So that's my opinion of just listening to your story. And I'm not judging you at all. Like I don't hate you. I'm not mad at you. I have kids. I understand what you're saying. But I think at some point, the honesty is the morality. But the long haul truck driving thing and the substitute teacher thing is given something about your childhood that you
Mm.
have not reconciled. And I'm gonna close my mic. I know
Thank you, Doctor.
somebody else wanted to say something. Diabolical did want to say something. Go ahead, Diabolical.
No, I was just gonna say, what if we? I don't think maybe it's maybe we switch the words around. Maybe you can love kids, but you just don't like you love kids, like the idea of kids, but you just don't particularly like being around them that much. You know what I mean?
No, I could agree
Maybe
with
it's the
that.
hate. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it's the hate word. I think maybe so is bothering you. Also in this room, like we're kind of like free speaking people, so don't hold you. I
Yeah,
sense like
that's kind of
you
wrong for her to
hold.
make that statement. I mean, I wonder what kind of person she is to even come out like that. Yeah, that's the wrong word to use is hate. That's a very strong word.
Yeah. Well, we just free speaking
Maybe she
people,
hates
Randy.
kids.
It doesn't come from a place of hate or anything. We just kind of like free speaking people. So we just don't judge or anything like that. So we just kind of speak freely and stuff. But that's all it is. Just don't hold back when you're speaking. Just say how you feel. Nobody judge you at all.
Yeah, I'm not
You
gonna
know,
Yeah.
I
say
would like to say
that's wrong.
one
I'm not
thing
gonna do that
quickly.
one. Go ahead,
Yeah, if I can
Ignacio.
quickly say one thing, please. You know, Elon Musk, they say something recently in the Davos. What he said was, it's better to be a optimist who is wrong than a pessimist who is right. So, like sometimes, trying to be right all the time and being negative is very dangerous. So
Mm-hmm.
it's better to be optimistic and like get things wrong and just give good energy. But I think this psychoanalysis thing is very dangerous
It
because
is.
life
That's very
life
negative.
is nuanced. Yes, life is nuanced and life is not linear. Everyone's got different experiences, lived experiences, life. So to analyze the people too much is not good.
Yeah, I hate
Hey,
negative energy, and I have to get out this room because that lady there is very negative, and she's not gonna last long with that negative energy she has.
Well,
So
I'm
thank you,
glad her
Shakira,
alone.
or whoever that said that.
I just think that it's okay for us to acknowledge the things that we like and don't like, and I think that you really genuinely don't like kids, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I don't. I'm not never judging you. It's not like,
Gone.
oh,
She
she
gone.
she
She
you're
left,
a
gone.
DJ.
bad
D.
person.
She left.
You're a bad person
DJ.
because you don't like kids. But everything that you said is leading me to that psychoanalysis, and that's. I'm sorry that you don't like it, but I'm not judging you. I don't feel like you're a bad person. Like I wouldn't ask you what you ate for dinner or what are we doing today. That doesn't move me. But I think we should acknowledge these things so we don't go in the world and say, I love kids and but really you don't. And I don't think you do. And that's my opinion. It's not me being negative at all. I'm not.
If she DJ, if she was still here, I would tell her that the reason why I think that I agree with you. The reason why I agree with you is because she was adopted, and she said there were so many children. So,
Yeah, but also she said that she was dealing with abuse and this and that and the third. So I
hmm
wish she was still here. I don't really want to talk about people while they're not around, but it's that's not my vibe. But at the end of the day, I'm not moving from my position. She hates kids. Like she hated her childhood and she hates kids. And I'm not moving from that position. I think people hate kids and they won't admit it, and that's even more dangerous than a person admitting that I just hate kids. I hate to see a child
you know
frolic.
what?
That's not
Well,
true
she
because
did
I don't
admit
like.
that
I'm
she
not
don't
a.
like.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of children. I told y'all earlier that I had to take care of all the help, take care of all them kids. That circumstance didn't change. I like my kids. I don't like every kid.
There's
But
nothing
Them
you're
numbers
wrong with
added
that.
honest,
up.
There's
Cass.
nothing
You're
wrong with that.
honest.
Yeah,
That's what we're saying.
Yeah,
You see
that's
how you
right.
normal.
said that? Now imagine you felt that way and you was like, Kelly, just bring your kids over. I'll watch them. See where it's dangerous?
Yeah, don't bring your kids to my house
I'm
because
Facts.
they're
gonna
gonna
be
get
a
spanked.
substitute teacher,
I
and I'm just gonna pull up on your kids randomly and just shit on them
And guess
randomly. Like
what?
I
And guess
actually,
what? The kids hate the substitute. They love their actual teacher.
100%.
yeah, they do. I agree with you, Cass. Yeah, I don't
I
like
like
other
my
people kids.
kids.
I love my kids, but other people kids, all that spend the night, all that shit. Fuck no, not over here. Hey, AR, can you do me a
See,
favor,
I'm
bro?
the same motherfucking way. My kids can have friends, but spend the night, hello, there's only a few.
Yeah, it ain't even a few. It's zero. Like only kids spend the night in this house is came from me and out their mom. Goddamn, fuck that.
Yeah,
Uh, A-
I get it. I only
AR,
fuck
can
with
you?
respectful children, and not everybody raise their children the same. And that be half the problem. Really, don't be the kids, it be the parents. But if you're
And
not
that's
on
a
the same
fact
page,
because Cass, let me tell you something. The few times that I have let my daughter go to her friend's house, her mom let them fucking walk around the goddamn neighborhood, and I'm like, hold on, bitch, I didn't give you permission for that.
Yeah, I just really quickly, I do agree with DJ. And I do think it's dangerous on so many levels that we're not even considering, even when men end up getting with women, right? Because think about it. She's single now, right? She's going to meet some dude. If he's in her age range, he's most likely going to have kids. And how she's going to introduce it? She's going to say, I love kids. That's a problem. And I
Which
don't
is
think
a
it's about being
lie. Yeah,
pessimistic or
that's
optimistic.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact. Hey, AR, you there?
oh, they was she
Or
was like,
R?
I have to leave this room, but at the end of the day,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm listening. What's going on,
you
guys?
don't want to hear me say, I think you hate kids, and she does actually. So that's neither here nor there. Go ahead,
Well,
Ar.
guys, I got her to, say what it was. And she kind of admitted it. She doesn't like the idea of kids. She said it. She just has a problem with that hate word.
She
That's all.
did it. She
Yeah,
did admit
it
it,
was the word.
but then she tried to throw a shot at me talking about something. I'm so negative. Like, girl, actually, I'm the most positive person you'll ever meet. You could fuck them kids. Actually, if you feel like fuck them kids,
You didn't catch that backhanded compliment because she said you are positive, you're nice, this, that, and the third, and then she said that hate word.
yeah, like but I'm not judging you, and I kept telling her that, like, girl, I'm not judging you. Like, just cop to that shit that you hate kids. You hate childhood. You hate the joy of children. The fuck, like, it's okay to say that. You're better off saying that than never saying it and fucking over people childhood and joy by not admitting that shit. But anyway, go
And
ahead.
DJ, that's the reason why I asked her about her twin boys. Like, were they natural? Were they what is the IVF, whatever the fuck that shit is, or were they adopted as well as she was? And she said they were natural, but she admitted in that line of questioning that the father had custody of them. She didn't. So she didn't have a relationship with her kids the way that we all have relationships with. My kids love me, and my son is a pure mama's boy.
I was not here for it. But
That's
based on the information that is now being presented, maybe something in her childhood that made her immune to that. And also the fact that she doesn't have, it seems like she didn't have a maternal instinct. So it didn't even make any sense to have kids, but who's to say? Because I'm not her. But yeah, it has to stem something from trauma that she experienced throughout her childhood and the fact that she's in foster care or and all that stuff that can definitely affect the way you approach things or interact with people, even with your own children at that. So I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't have that much information to go by. But thanks for letting me speak.
Divinus, we don't know when her and her ex-husband got divorced, but obviously something in that divorce gave the kids to him.
Oh,
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like I wasn't here for everything, so based on the information that y'all presented. That's what I'm getting from that. But like I said, she's not here anymore, so I wouldn't be able to really ask her those questions. But yeah.
Man, y'all long-winded asses fucked up my play. I wanted that nigga AR to say 1 pound fish, man. He got the perfect voice for that shit. I was waiting on that shit so I could get a laugh. Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry, T. It's too serious for you. I'm so
It's
sorry.
all good, DJ.
Oh, I forgot he doesn't like when it gets this serious.
All of y'all sound like y'all hate kids to me.
What? I love my babies. They are the light of my day.
I love my babies to death. It's
Hey,
gonna be days I ain't gonna like them, but I love them to death.
oh, now we get somewhere. Now we
There you
What
okay.
do
They
you
go.
might
mean?
get
I
look.
love my babies. I
They
love my
might get
babies.
on my nerves, but hello,
Yeah, whatever.
I motherfucking
Divinus won't
untuck my
even tell
damn
her stop.
wedding dress.
Title: People who spank their kids hate their kids. Um,
Oh
Oh,
that
here's
that
no,
was
AR.
a
girl.
AR is
Wait,
back.
he back. He
No.
back. Hold on. Shut up.
I'm
AR.
not. I think we had
Hey,
this
I ain't gonna
conversation
lie.
before, and people was on the fence about hearing what I had to say
All
about
throughout the
that.
Hold
day,
on,
all
T
throughout the
trying to
day, I
answer
don't
Hey,
even
also.
wear slippers, but I keep a slipper in my hand just to whoop a kid ass. I be waiting to whoop a kid ass. I love them to death,
See,
but I be
DJ,
waiting on them to. I keep a slipper in my hand.
DJ, that's your
AR, you
problem.
there?
All
That's
day, your foot
uh,
up a dog's ass. Wham, wham. That's my pleasure.
Ah, he ain't there.
12 hours out the day. I just look at them. I don't even have to whoop them no more.
T is talking to you.
I just pull my slipper out.
R.
What you gotta say? What you gotta say?
You say one thing for me, bro. Can you do me a favor? Just say one.
What do you mean? No, no, I don't do quotes,
Nah, just say
unfortunately.
1 pound fish. You just quoted Elon Musk. Now you don't want to quote 1 pound fish?
Oh, you're eating fish? What is it? I don't get it.
all right. We can
Fuck you,
move
A.
on.
Are you in the fish market?
He's
Are you in
eating
the fish
fish.
market?
You wrong. You so
How
wrong
do
right
you
now.
order? How do you order your fish? Do you say half a pound of fish or 1 pound?
Unfortunately, I don't eat too much fish. You know, I'm more of a beans person.
Pause.
Ew.
Wait, what?
No, no, I want
What?
to know what
Come
kind
on,
of beans is
So
it?
azuku
wait,
Sugar
beans.
bean?
do you eat beans and
I-
toast? Do you eat
I'm
beans and
eating
toast?
azuku beans, cow beans. You know,
Cow beans is
healthy
crazy.
thing.
Cow beans? Do you?
Yeah, you.
What color?
Fuck
What
you
color
and
is
your
a
cow
cow bean?
beans.
No, hold on,
Look,
hold on.
look.
What color
I'm
is a
I will
pissed
send
cow
you.
off.
I
bean?
will send you
Nigga,
some
don't come
green beans. I will send you some green beans.
What
some shit.
color
You want
is
to talk
a
about some
cow
cow beans?
bean?
Nigga, fuck you.
You need some green beans, my nigga,
Oh, my nigga is crazy.
Do
with
you
the
eat
rice.
llama beans? Do you eat llama beans?
What? Oh my God.
No, I'm asking
Hmm.
that question. Do you eat llama beans too?
I was going to ask him,
Y'all
are
never
they
had cow
red with
beans?
the spots on
Divinus, you know he don't know nothing about
them?
no damn lima beans now.
Question for everybody.
That,
So you should have
I can't
let
believe
me.
y'all don't eat cow
You should
beans.
have
I want
let
to
him
hear the
answer.
question, Kelly.
But
What's the
she went be
question?
all like he got to chase people
He
out.
thought you was talking about an
Hold up.
actual llama.
He talking about black eyed peas when he say cow beans. But what's the question, Kelly?
Okay, I got a question for everybody. So, y'all know, growing up, we knew mad kids that got spanked, got their ass beat, right? How many of them like grew up to be really successful or great?
Well, I'm great.
A
I'm
lot of
pretty. I'm
people.
pretty great.
A lot of people, Kelly. A lot of people.
Not the owners, they not dominating society. So why would you
Hold
spank your
on,
kid?
You so
hold on,
pretty.
I
Kelly.
don't know. I'm
Kelly,
pretty successful.
I used
No,
to
she
get
did.
whipped with a switch, and I owned my own business for 10 years.
No, no, no.
So,
I'm not doubting that.
hello.
But again, as far as the people who truly excel, I mean like on a very high level.
I disagree with that.
You talking about white people?
that was sent to their room. But I know this much: every motherfucker that
Hey,
I
yo,
know,
what's good?
every motherfucker that I know that got their motherfucking ass beat is currently dead in jail or in a dead in ass job.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I'm from
Huh?
the South. That
Yo,
was just a part of life.
Hey, I'm gonna say
No,
I
that.
wait,
know a
Kelly,
lot of
what
Kelly,
do
excellent
you
people who
mean?
got
I
their ass
don't.
beat.
I
Let me
don't
tap
agree
in.
with that.
Let me tap in with Kelly
What are
real
y'all
quick.
teaching in here tonight?
Hold on. Let me tap in with
Shut the
Kelly
fuck
real
up.
quick. I want to tap
Wait,
in
why
with
y'all so
Kelly.
rude?
Relax. I'm just trying to tap in with Kelly real quick. Uh,
I'm
as
talking about the
as
guy.
a
The guy was
child,
so rude.
right? Okay,
Shut up,
okay.
Cash.
I'm speaking now. As a child,
Jesus
uh, I
Christ.
grew up in a house with 10 other kids. It was 11 of us total.
Bro, why y'all be telling stories on this app every
Listen, I'm
Cashy,
finna,
time?
you
I'm finna
relax.
tell
Who
Shut
you.
is this
your
nigga?
People
ass
that
up.
was getting their ass whooped, people that was getting their ass whooped repeatedly, like keep getting their ass whooped for the same thing was retard. Like retard. Like my grandma popped my hand one time. I never fucked up no more. I was like, oh my god, my grandma is mad at me. I never fucked up no more. And I got like three cousins that never. All four of us never got no more ass. We got one ass whooping and never another one. And then we got like six cousins that was continuously getting their ass whooped, and they was the ones that didn't really turn out at my big age. They the ones that didn't turn out to be nothing. I think it's dependent on the situation, and it's dependent on the individual as a child. So as a child, I was like, oh my god, my grandma is upset with me. You know what I'm saying? Like she's upset with me. I should never do this again. I do not want to upset my grandma. And I became the person that would never upset my grandma. And there's some people that was like, I'm not learning from that. Oh, I'm gonna keep getting my ass whooped. So I think it's, even if you got your ass whooped, if you learn from that, like, oh my God, this hurt my heart. Like I've upset my whole
DJ,
family. I've destroyed my family line from
you
getting
been
popped one time, versus a person who is like, I would do this shit again. I would do this shit two more times. I'll do this shit for the rest of my life. I think people that get their ass whooped is not, you can't really bunch them all together, because some people will say, I will keep getting my ass whooped. I don't give a fuck. I will continue to do this shit. And there's some people that'll be like, I learned my lesson. This is a person I love dearly. This is a person who tend to every need that I have, and I would never want to disappoint them. And I would never do that shit again to make them that upset. I think there's a difference of people, but you will never know that until you whoop their ass. You will never know that particular child. Me as a person with 8 children, you will never know what type of child you have unless they try you and you whoop their ass, and then they keep trying you and you be like, oh, this is a autistic, a retard. Or oh,
Whoa, whoa.
no, some of y'all be retards. Some of y'all do be retards.
Oh, DJ, what you think
Oh,
about this?
What
So the
about it?
title, the title would, the title would be like, "Were you disciplined as a child?" And we can gauge how often you were disciplined. May say that maybe you wasn't that smart because you didn't
You
learn from the
didn't
first hit. You,
learn from that. You didn't have no respect of the person who was discipline you, and you didn't learn like, oh, I don't want to get my ass whooped. Mind you, my grandma only just held our hand out and popped us on the middle of the hand with a paint stick. That it was no like, oh, I'm finna take your clothes off and whip you on your ass with a belt. It was none of that. It was just put your hand out and get your hand popped with a paint stick type shit.
see, I was smarter than that because my great grandma used to make us go get a switch off the damn tree, and we had to pick our own. And if you didn't pick the right one, she would go get the damn switch out of her fucking room. And I had got smart. I started putting layers of clothes on. But I am the oldest grandchild, so I took care of
Was
all
you
of the
getting your
babies.
ass whooped for other people too, wasn't you? You was getting your ass whooped.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know how that
Exactly.
go. Yeah, you would get in trouble for what some other motherfucker did.
But
Like,
that's the reason why I don't whoop my children. Like my kids, they are all smart and good and amazing. I love them. Now I do have one sneaky one, but I've learned through my process of elimination that she's not sneaky because she wants to be. It's her friends.
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. If you whoop a motherfucker, I don't give a fuck who it is. If you whoop their ass and they cut up on you again, they have retardation, autism, whatever you want to call it now. They mentally slow and they might go in forth in a life like that. And you have to
Uh,
accept that child is
Diabolical. Do you really want these replays? Because I want to say something, but I
turn
don't want
the
it to be
replay
recorded.
motherfucking off. Cause I'm gonna tell you
Nah,
what,
nah, 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 nah.
I whoop a child
Okay, well,
ass.
I'm not gonna
We
say
got
what
we
I
got
need to
too
say.
much
I will
good
whoop
shit. We
a
gotta
child
start another
ass.
room.
And if that child do the same thing again, I would not whoop their ass 2 times. I will let them continue on that path. I'm not finna whoop your ass 2 times about the same thing because I know you got some mental something going on in your mind.
All
Something
right,
going
so
on in your mind.
I am going to say this. I have two stepchildren. They both are by my ex-husband, which all three of my kids are by. Which this is the reason why I look at them with a laser focus to see what the fuck is going on in their minds and in their lives. But my two stepchildren, they're older than mine. They killed their little brother, but they killed him because he was trying to rape their little sister. And the one that went to jail for it, I don't think he did it. I think it was my autistic stepson that did it. But he's trying to protect him. And now nobody knows where the fuck he's at. So like, did he disappear or did somebody make him disappear? I want to know the
Okay,
mystery.
Takara, and I don't mean to sound facetious or anything, so don't take it the wrong way and stuff. Are we saying that autistic people are dangerous and they are a menace to
No,
society, or we're just
no,
saying
no. What I
characteristics?
think.
Let me finish. Let me
Okay,
finish.
all right.
Let me finish. Thank you. And I just want to, or it's basically characteristics that would say that they have mental imbalance, or they have biological problems that would like be something that would cause them
Okay,
to
I'm
behave
not
in
the
a
right
manner
person
which
to
is
answer
no,
that
no, no, no,
question.
no, 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 no.
I'm gonna
I'm just
answer it.
saying.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
answer
asking in
your
general.
question.
So okay, so thank you. So that's what I'm trying to get at because I just don't want to take what people are saying the wrong way because I have an autistic child. So I was just trying to get a
Nobody's
little
saying
understanding. That's
nobody's
all. No,
saying
no,
that.
I know you're not. I just want to get a little understanding. So if I don't
I
know something
wanna
or I
I
need
wanna
clarity,
give you
I'm gonna ask it. So that's why I'm
right. I
asking.
wanna give you some understanding and some clarity. So if autistic, what is the even a definition of autistic? What do you think as a parent of an autistic child is the definition of autistic? I would like for you to tell me that before I answer.
My stepson is brilliant, but he lacks in social skills.
Okay.
He never was able to make real friends, but it give him a fucking puzzle
What
or
about what
some
about
Legos.
diviness? What about diviness? What she would
Oh, I
diva?
think it has something to do with their social skills. But my son is
Mm,
equally smart and bright. He can remember things
yes.
verbatim, verbatim. So, oh, I was.
My conversation, I'm not saying autistic or Down syndrome or however you call it nowadays. I'm not saying that there's nothing inherently automatically wrong with their child because I don't believe that. But there are people who have those conditions that are not socialized properly, which I believe is part on the parent because it's a social skill issue. And so if you don't socialize your child properly, even through their social skill issue, they might become violent or bad. right? It's okay. It's not your child.
They
I'm not.
will
I
feel
don't know your
isolated.
child, but I'm saying that there are people who are autistic, who are Down syndrome, who are not socialized properly, that are affecting other people. Neither here nor there. What I'm saying is it can happen to anybody. It can happen to a parent with a child who is not autistic, who is not uh, Down syndrome, who is not have no mental bipolar or whatever. You might be like, "What's wrong with my child?" If they're not socialized properly with other people, that is the result of that, and that's just plain facts and truth, right? So it's not like, oh, autistic people are not, don't know right from wrong. That's not true. I don't believe that. People with Down syndrome, what you might call retarded, they are, that's what we used to call them back in the day.
Down syndrome people are
It
smooth
was,
talk.
but it wasn't an offensive statement back in the day to say retarded. Now it is. But Down syndrome is how you're supposed to call it now. They are not inherently bad people. I know, I do not believe that, but there are bad people who have autism. There are bad people who have mental slow issues, and that's a real thing. So it's not to say,
The
oh,
right words you're looking for is mental. De-
what's the word
Whew,
I'm looking
boy,
for?
Deformality.
Whatever
no.
whatever words,
Okay, so
whatever words y'all are using nowadays, I'm gonna say a person that is not socially properly formed, and it doesn't matter if they have a ability or disability, because
Mental
it really doesn't
deficits is
matter.
what
You
I
can, you,
was
there are
gonna
so
use.
many people that are disabled that are not bad people, but there are some people that are completely able and are just bad people. So I'm not using those words interchangeably, and I don't want nobody to think that I am, because I'm not. But there are people who have social, I'm not gonna, how can I,
Deficits,
no, it's
deficits,
social
okay. It's okay, DJ.
deficit.
No, no,
Deficit
no, no.
is a
deficits.
real word.
I don't mean to cut you off. I'm just saying I understand now where you're getting at. I just wanted some clarity, so I'm happy that you were able to provide that.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't take what you
No,
said
I'm
out of context
that
and misinterpret what you said. So I'll leave it at that.
is what allows us to stop some of the weird shit that goes on. And some people lack social cues, and some people don't really enforce it because they feel like, oh, this child is disabled. This child doesn't know any better. Like, you should still teach the child, whether they're mentally slow or not slow. You should still teach them social norms. Like, bro, that's not cool. You don't grab somebody by their fucking neck. You don't touch a person where they don't want to be touched. Like, you should still teach that person, whatever their mental capability is, you should still teach them right from wrong. And I just think that's might be something that's missing in this conversation. But I
And that's what I did with my stepson. I made sure that I taught
don't.
him this is a safe position and to look out for things that are not regular.
And mind you, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, that shit don't just go for what you do, but for what people do to you. So even
Facts.
whatever the person mental capability is, mind you, I don't particularly think autistic is like slow, like for real. I just think they're different. But you should teach them that for outwardly what they're doing and for what people might do to them. And so I think it goes both ways of protection for them, in my opinion. But neither here nor there. There are people in this world who are mentally incompetent, whether it's Down syndrome or whatever you want to call it, autistic or whatever you want to. whatever word they want to make
My
up as
stepson
fear.
actually has Asperger's, which
Right.
is on the higher end.
I don't know about every single term, and I'm not trying to be offensive at all, like not even a little bit. But everybody should know, if somebody that's in their life that loves them should teach them, hey, this is okay, this is not okay. And even if you have to say that shit 50 fucking times, you should say it 50 times so they could be a safe member of the community and they can be treated in a proper way. They can know what's safe for them, because it doesn't just go one way of them being mistreated. It could go for them to mistreat somebody else. And then all of a sudden, oh, they got autism, they got Down syndrome, they got Asperger's. That don't give them a right to harm other people. And it don't give nobody no right to harm them. So it has to be a two-way street. But neither here nor there. I think people really want to be like, oh, this is so tragic. It's not that tragic, because all of them people that I just named, all of them conditions that I just named, they have their own value. And if you don't see the value that they have, that's on you. But I think everybody have their own value. And most people, human beings, regardless of whatever their mental condition is only gonna act to some shit that somebody did to them. So that's why I feel like I really don't believe in a lot of the shit people be talking about. Oh, it's a victim. It's this a bad, bad, bad.
Every DJ, every action has a reaction.
Yes, and that's how I feel. If you have a autistic or a Down syndrome or a Asperger's child, or if you know a person that's like that and they're behaving in a certain way, you might want to look at who's around them that's teaching them that behavior.
Who did it to them first?
Exactly. And that's just my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist, right? But that's just my opinion, because I genuinely feel like a lot of people that's suffering from that's going through them conditions, I don't even want to say suffering, cuz they might just be living their best life and chilling, and they might not even be suffering. They just chilling in their best life, and we're putting shit on them that's not even on them. But if they're doing shit that's inappropriate, it's probably because some inappropriate shit happened to them.
Exactly. I went through a lot of shit
Yeah.
as a kid, but that's the reason why I protect mine the way I do.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I love everybody. And I think everybody have a purpose and a place. And it's almost 10 o'clock, so I'm finna go to bed. But don't never take what I said to be offensive. Cause I promise y'all, if I wanted to offend y'all, I could be very offensive. I'm not trying to be offensive to nobody. Everybody's
DJ, I
different.
didn't take it that way.
Yeah,
And so
I love.
I hope you didn't take it that way.
No,
Because
I just
I'm
And I was gonna say as well, DJ, I have enjoyed you. Like, very enlightening.
I appreciate
DJ's coming back in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. That's how she says she's gone,
I
and then
well,
she come back.
I got it at 10 o'clock. I'm supposed to lock in. I gotta get up at 5:30 in the morning, so I do be having to like go to bed. If y'all was to catch me on a Friday night, that's different. I don't have to get up at 5:30, but tonight I do have to go to bed allegedly.
It's the
Allegedly.
same speech every time, DJ. It's the
Allegedly, I'm
same
going
speech.
to fucking bed. And I got a little the gravy and a rice and a dinner roll. I'm going to eat that food
you act like
allegedly.
you inviting people to dinner and you know you
I
ain't
made a
inviting us
big.
there.
It's a 10 pound chicken. I got a big chicken. Y'all can come. I got enough food for y'all. What you want? A wing, a leg, or you like the thigh, or you like the breast meat? I don't know what the fuck y'all like. What y'all like?
I like how you pretend like
I
I ain't seen
like the
a room
wings
at twelve
You
thirty
and the
like the
something.
breast meat.
wings? I got two wings. You could get a little corner of the breast meat. The children be fighting for their life for the breast meat. I be like, you getting a thigh. I tell the children, you mind me more like you like a thigh. And they be like, no, breast. And I be like, thigh for you.
Look, I even raised my little sister. So, and she's the one who likes thigh meat. She like dark meat.
You did something right with her. She's the proper one. The rest of them they want a wing.
No,
They want
no,
a wing
my
and a
two,
breast. Anytime much.
no, my two youngest like the legs.
Okay, they good children. They good children. Mind you, when they get to telling me what piece of the chicken they like, I tell them I eat the neck, I eat the back, I eat the leg, I eat the liver. Don't tell me about no chicken. They be like, "Oh my God, Mama, please just give us one piece of the chicken." I be like, "What piece do you want?"
Do them like Norbert, give them the turkey
Remy,
heads.
I just added you back, babe.
But you can't make everybody happy. But at the end of the day, what your job say about your childhood? That's the question that we asking. The one lady that said she was adopted and she was a substitute teacher. That one lady, I'm concerned about her. The rest of the people that spoke, Kelly, what you think? The rest of the people that spoke, I wasn't concerned about them. That lady concerned me.
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
You
Especially
pissed
because
that.
she worked
You
with
pissed that
children.
lady.
Like,
You
what the
pissed that
hell?
lady off, DJ. You pissed
They
that
say
lady
you
off.
going to
I
hell.
came at the end of it, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what she said. Oh,
She said that woman is very negative.
yep, that's all I heard. She was like, I gotta
She
get
She
out
said.
this
was
room
She said you not
because
gonna
she
make
was
it, DJ.
upset.
DJ. She
she said
said
you're
you
not
ain't
gonna
gonna
make
make
You're
it.
it.
not gonna make it with that negative
Look,
attitude.
she was adopted. She's a substitute teacher. She's a long haul truck driver, and she has two sons that
What up,
were
Rajay?
one in custody to their father. So,
But wait,
like,
look, I
woo,
don't think DJ, mind you, hear me out now, y'all. Let's just think logically, right? DJ didn't throw a desk at her, a chair, a pencil, nothing, right? Think about this. And even though what she was saying wasn't quote unquote nice, she didn't say it crazy. Now, you mean to tell me this same person that had no patience or understanding and was completely like, fuck this bitch, right? To DJ, has patience with kids throwing desks and chairs and pencils and cussing out?
No.
What are we talking about? Come on, G.
oh God.
She whooping them kids' ass.
oh
Other
my
people,
God.
children ass. She whooping. She doing something. That's why she the substitute and not the whole full time.
Because she wants to be unforgettable, but yet forgettable, and she's running from something.
Shit here. I was like, what? Oh no.
But if y'all paid attention, when she first came off her mic, she said, "Oh, y'all gonna psychoanalyze me? Like, go ahead and do it." And then she
that part.
proceeded to tell the story. She did say that, like, "Oh, y'all gonna analyze me?" Like, first of all, girl, I'm not a psychoanalyzer. Like, that's not my job.
You're not a psychologist.
Like, right? Like, I'm just Kiki Lala. Like, but also, I'm concerned about what you're saying. I'm a little bit concerned. And then the truck driver thing, y'all know how I feel about truck drivers anyway. I said
I'm
that before.
very concerned. Like, what
I
the hell?
said that before the room even started. Like, truck drivers, watch out, red flag. Like, what the fuck? But how are you a substitute teacher and a truck driver? Like, girl, leave them kids alone. Just do the
Something
truck
is
driving thing.
off. Like,
Just do the truck driving thing. Leave them kids the fuck alone. Leave them alone. Let somebody else person that's more qualified to do that. I've never heard a person
DJ, can
say,
I ask you a quick question?
But
What's the question?
How do you wear your seatbelt?
I don't wear seatbelts. I don't believe in it.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
I don't
That
believe in
might be
oh, so
smart.
seatbelts.
you just so if you get in a car accident, you just gonna die?
I'm ready to die.
Mm.
At all
Kelly,
moments
Kelly, tell
at all
DJ about
moments
the
in my
seatbelt.
life I'm ready to die, but also I move like a person that don't want to die. So but I'm also ready to die. Like it's a conundrum.
I forgot that
Kelly, tell.
Diabolical is a serial killer, low key. He just hasn't acted on it yet, but he thinks about it because anybody that wears their seatbelt and it goes in between their chests, he wants to take them out.
Well, how do you feel about people that don't wear no seatbelt?
That's fine. I have like separation like anxiety, and so I don't like women when they wear their
Oh, you don't
seatbelt.
wanna what?
When they wear they, I don't like when women wear their seatbelt and it goes in between their titties. It bothers me. I think it should be it should go across. It
So
should be in
so
the
so
middle,
you feel like your
separating them.
girl should wear her seatbelt on the left side or the right side of her titties and not in between.
Yeah, not in
He
between.
want he wants her to
So
put it underneath her arm.
I'm not mad at that. That's cool. That's weird, but it's cool. That's how you feel. But I don't wear no
He
seatbelt at
he
all.
wants the old school seatbelt back.
Yeah, I don't wear no
yeah,
seatbelt at all. I don't wear no lap belt, no seatbelt, bitch. Who the fuck you think I'm is? Put me out the window. Put me out the window. If this bitch wreck, put me clean out the window. I don't want somebody to come in the car and be like, "We got to cut her out." No, bitch, I'm on the road. I'm dead already. I'm already dead. I
that
was ready to
that
die when
must
I
be
got
Well,
I
if
was
you
that
ready to
have
must be a
die
ever
New
when I got
Orleans
seen,
in this
thing.
goddamn car.
hold on, DJ. I've actually seen somebody get ejected through the windshield. That shit is a horrible
Yeah,
sight to
all
see.
my family is EMT, firefighters, ICU nurses. Yay, I don't want to be in no ICU.
My
Bitch,
cousin is the
pick me
CEO
up
of a
off the
hospital,
road.
so
Yeah, pick me up off the road. I'm dead already. I don't want to be halfway dead. Like, oh, the seatbelt choked me up a little bit. Now I'm halfway dead. No, bitch.
DJ,
oh my
that must be a New
god.
Orleans thing. They be saying that shit. You ready to die? They be like, right now, right now, right now.
Yay,
I'm ready.
let
I'm
me
ready to
go.
go
I'm
out
bitch.
here right now.
I'm ready to die.
Melly, you
And
wanna
I
know
lived
something
my
funny?
whole life. I lived my whole life, 41 years. I'm ready to die, and I'm still living. And God ain't called my number yet. So apparently, it's something going on that I must be in His favor. But I'm gonna tell you what. Take me when it's time for me to go. Take me. I'm not wearing no fucking seatbelt. I don't
I
want none
should
of
have
that
been
shit.
dead 10 times over.
Yeah,
But
God ain't
the
called my
fuck?
number yet. I ain't getting called. When He called me, I'm gonna be called. It don't matter if you got a seatbelt or no seatbelt. You
DJ too
I
tough. She
just
like I dare that windshield to touch me. Shit, I dare that
you
windshield
think
to
you
touch
think
me.
when God call your number, you gonna be like, oh, my
You
seatbelt
don't
gonna
have a
save me.
choice.
My seatbelt is gonna save me. You got that seatbelt on. That seatbelt the one to kill you. I don't give a fuck. Seatbelt is a what
You
the
know
white
what?
man
You
said.
might be right about that because the seatbelt could actually strangle your
That
motherfucking
shit
ass.
would be the thing to kill you. I don't give a fuck whatever going on. If
If
it's
you
my
wear
time
that
to go,
seatbelt wrong, I'm gonna be the one to strangle you.
if
Now
it's
think
your
about
time
that.
to go, it don't matter. You ever seen a person live through a traumatic car accident and they live through that shit, no broken bones, they wake up and come up out the hospital like they brand new. It don't matter. If God wants you to go, you going. If it's your time to go and the universe say, "Ooh, bitch, your time is up." Your time is up. If your time ain't up, it ain't up. It don't matter about no seatbelt. The seatbelt ain't gonna save you from nothing. I put my children in the seatbelt because that's $175 ticket that I would not like to pay. But I put them in the seatbelt only for that reason. But if it's their time to go, it's their time to go. Y'all really think y'all is in control of life and death? You
Hell
think
no. My son was born with his cord wrapped around his neck. He was perfect when
and
he
he
came out,
live
I wouldn't
and he's here
necessarily
right
say
now.
right now. See, that's why I don't believe in none of that shit.
I
I'm
wouldn't
from the
necessarily say you in control of life and death,
you. I
but
didn't say you in
I
control. What I
no
literally
no
just
no.
said was you not in control.
I
Like
know that's what you said. You asked if we thought that. I'm saying I wouldn't say that I believe that, but I do think there are things you can do to prevent the
yeah,
speed of when that shit would happen.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like it might not be too smart to stick a fork
but
in a
the
live socket.
speed
I don't know.
the speed ain't got nothing to do with the safety measures. The speed got to do with your foot, your heavy foot on the pedal. That's in your control. But
You know what
even
I'm
I
talking
seen
about.
motherfuckers driving 100 miles an hour and they make it to their destination. The speed don't mean you gonna get in a wreck.
DJ, I'm talking about the speed of when you gonna die, like how fast you gonna die versus
But
how
Deej,
I
whenever
told
the fuck
you.
you
you
supposed
know
to
my
die.
take on it. I do think we're in control of our death 100%.
Yeah, but you're not.
I was just
You
about to
could do
say that.
everything
Kelly
right,
said
and I'm
you in
gonna tell you
control.
what, real life, you could do everything right. You could be the less messy motherfucker. You could never talk shit about nobody else and still get killed about some other people mess. You could be the safest person, the soberest person in a car and driving off and die in a car wreck. When it's your time to die, it's your time to die.
It
And
was
that's
You don't think
already
something
predestined.
that's that person's
But
fault though?
wait, T.
I
nobody,
happen to
it
agree
don't
with
matter
Pretty
who fault
Kelly.
it
I'm
is.
sorry, DJ. I think no disrespect.
That was
But
in their control. They had
but
to be in the car with their friends.
but that's just your time to die.
See, but that's what I'm saying. We kind of would never know because what if they was home?
You,
I think it's all in your control. I think even down to
what about a house fire, Kelly?
yeah.
Yeah, you caused that shit.
What every house fire was caused by the person that died.
Absolutely.
Choice. I know we don't like to look at it like that, but I think our death is
I
completely in our control.
Not
I
getting the electrical inspected
I
was their fault.
understand what you saying, Kelly, and on some level, I do believe people choose the time that they die. On some level, I do believe people choose the time that they die.
I just
But
said that, DJ. You said the speed don't
what I'm saying is, when it's your time to die,
matter.
when it's your time to die, you're gonna die. Like it don't matter if you chose it or not. That's what I'm
Shut up,
saying.
T.
It's not, oh, I made a series of decisions that made me to live to 80 years old. It's if it I do think that it's sometimes it's just out of your control. And
Out of all the people,
when you die, you
okay,
die.
hear me out. Hear me out. Out of all the
All
people we
right.
know that survived things, right? Let's say people who attempted suicide, like jumped off the bridge and still lived. People who fucking got in a car accident. People who got shot, right? Here's what I do here. I ain't never hear when they made it and they tell that story. I never heard one of them say, I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to die. I don't give a fuck. Like, just take me. I never hear that. I always hear, I'm not going to die. It's not my time. I'm not ready. God, please save me. Mama, somebody, but they don't want to go. And they say, it's not my time. And they start thinking and da 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 da. And I think the reason we ain't never heard the opposite story is because those people is gone.
I told you this, and when I said this before, everybody jumped on my back. Bro, when I got shot, I didn't want to die. So I just didn't. I chose to live. If a nigga gets shot and he died, he chose to die. That nigga wanted to die. That's what happened.
But
Wait.
that's crazy. But I'm
It's
gonna tell
not
you what.
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you why that's crazy because and even with Kelly, what Kelly's saying, I acknowledge that. And personally, as one person, as me, DJ, I believe that if I don't want to die, I'm not gonna die. But imagine you in the throes of death. You done been shot in the eyeball, in the head, or you done got in a car accident. You done injected and you done flew fucking 172 yards, and your body scarred up, fucked up. When it's your time to die, you might believe that you have a power against that, and you might, but you might not, because it's just your time to die.
DJ,
It's
it's two
not
niggas.
no.
It's two
Like
niggas
it's
from
just
my
your time
city.
to die. Like at some point, and this is the only thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna close my mic. You have to accept that at some point in life you have to die. It don't matter what the
Oh
time.
yeah,
That's
but
At
I'm
that's
some
saying,
fine.
point in
Okay,
your
let
life,
me pause real quick. Let me pause,
you
y'all.
have to die.
This is somebody coming from the medical field that works on people that have the choice whether they want to breathe or not. This is a sad situation that y'all are having a conversation about. And I have seen, well, I can't say I've seen, but I have worked on people day in and day out. That's not their choice whether they want to die. They are holding on. It's the family members, actually. Whoever has the upholding thing that says, like, hey, you know what? Maybe they can hold on a little bit longer.
But
So when
Mimi,
you on
but
your death,
Mimi,
like
but
when you on
Mimi,
your deathbed,
I don't want to
like
cut you off, but I want to ask you this. I do want to ask you a question. If there was no medical intervention, would they be dead?
they would not be if somebody spoke for them.
No, if there was no medical intervention, would that person be dead? You
Man,
just,
my son looked
I
at
ain't
me
got
and said,
time.
"Mama, I don't want to die," and my nigga died. Y'all ain't talking about shit. My nigga didn't want to die. We cannot stop ourselves from when the fuck we
Thank
die.
you.
We're gonna die.
Thank you.
Died, actually.
Thank you, Remy.
No
When
one,
it's your time to go, you
you
are
gonna go.
going.
Yeah, but nobody actually
Even if
wants
you
to
on a
die.
machine, even if you on a machine, even if you is
Even if you wasn't, even if you just the situation just fucking happened.
Okay,
the
so
other
when
side,
it comes to like your last straw, you gotta ask yourself
man.
internally. Like when it comes to your last straw, you have to have somebody to speak for you, to say, "Hey, you know what? They're not
That
going to get the
I
same type of lifestyle they had before."
I
You
get
have to
that.
put that. You have to put that into consideration.
That's putting
There,
that's putting man over destiny, and man
and
do
that's sad to do.
man do not go over destiny. When
But
you
that's
can
the
have,
mom's point to do. That's the moms that's doing
yeah,
that.
but
It's
you can
not
have all the intervention you want, and you can have the will to survive and will to live. When it's your time, when your number get called, you are you are called up. You're going to die. Like, I don't know why that's a point of contention at all. That you're when it's time for you to die, you're gonna die.
And
Nobody
that's
like death.
okay. That's okay. But I'm trying to figure out what perspective are you coming from? That's what I'm trying to find out real quick.
I
Like
think you and
DJ and
Mimi are
Remy,
on the
I'm
same
trying to
page.
find out that perspective real quick.
I think you and Mimi are on the same page. I think I'm just disagreeing with y'all. Right? Like, and y'all can attest to this, right? Um, People give doctors more credit than themselves. I know people who years later found out that they wasn't sick at all and doctors diagnosed them with shit. But since they give doctors so much fucking credit and put them over themselves, and the reason why doctors have a God complex is because they accept some shit that they didn't actually have. So the same way they could accept that is the same way a doctor could come in the room and say you have 3 days to live and a motherfucker die in 3 days, right? Because they give them more power than themselves and they accept it. Also, a lot of us give our family power, right? Their opinions of us mean the world to their approval, their all of that shit. So this person whose opinion means everything to you, you have every hope and know you're gonna live. And they come over your hospital bed and they cry and they talk about losing you. You can't tell me that doesn't play into that person's psyche and push them over the edge to the end. You get what I'm saying? Cause I know a lot of people that was gonna fucking make it and was perfectly fine and was getting let go, released from the fucking hospital, and so came to visit them and they ain't here no more.
And I would honestly say to that, stop giving people that God complex. Because the hardest thing is when people don't have their affairs in order. They do not have their affairs in order. And that be the biggest thing in a hospital, when you don't have your affairs in order. Because it's the saddest story. I'm not going to share this because that's going to be a HIPAA violation.